In this question, we have to simplify x to the power of 5 divided by x to the power of 8. Now here we have the base as x and the power as 5, and the base as x here and the power as 8. So you know when we dividing and the bases are the same, we can subtract the powers. In this question, x to the power of 5 is smaller than x to the power of 8. So it will be x to the power of 5 that will be going into x to the power of 8. So what we'll say is x to the power of 5 into x to the power of 5, and that will give you 1. And when we say x to the power of 5 into x to the power of 8, we will subtract the powers and we will get x to the power of 3. So my answer would be 1 over x to the power of 3. In question 2, we have 5 multiplied by w to the power of 9 divided by 10 multiplied by w to the power of 7. Now the w's, those will be same base, so we can subtract the powers because we are dividing, and the 5 and the 10 would cancel. So what we'll say is 5 into 5, 1, and 5 into 10, 2. And with the w's now, we have w to the power of 7 is smaller than w to the power of 9. So w to the power of 7 will be going into w to the power of 9. So what I'll say is w to the power of 7 into w to the power of 7, and that will give you 1. And when I say w to the power of 7 into w to the power of 9, I'll subtract the powers and get w to the power of 2. So that will be equal to 1 times w squared is w squared over 2 times 1 is 2. In question 3, we have 3 multiplied by x squared multiplied by y cubed divided by 9 multiplied by x to the power of 7 multiplied by y. So first I'm going to cancel the numbers. So I'm going to say 3 into 3, 1, and 3 into 9, 3. Then I look at the numbers with the same base. So I'll have x squared with x to the power of 7. And obviously x squared is smaller than x to the power of 7. So I'll say x squared into x squared 1. And when I say x squared into x to the power of 7, I subtract the powers. So 7 take away 2 is 5. So I'll get x to the power of 5. Then when I look at the y's, y would be smaller than y cubed. So I'll say y into y 1. Remember, y is y to the power of 1. So I'll be saying 3 take away 1 and get 2. So I'll get y squared. So that will be equal to 1 times y squared, which will just give you y squared, over 3 times x to the power of 5 times 1, which will just give you 3 x to the power of 5. Looking at question 4, I know I could only cancel a numerator with a denominator. So first I'm going to look at the numbers and see what could cancel what. So I see that 5 could go into 15, the 7 and the 3, those can't cancel, 7 and 5 cannot cancel. We also have the option of saying 3 into 15. So it depends on what you want to do. So I'll go with the 5 into 5, 1, 5 into 15, 3. And then I'll say 3 into 3, 1, and 3 into 3, 1. So that will be it for the numbers. Now let's look at the symbols. So I see I have a to the power of 1 here and a squared. I have b cubed and b cubed. So those could cancel. So I'll say a into a1. And remember, a is a to the power of 1. So when I say a into a squared, I'll be subtracting the powers. 2 take away 1 is 1. So I'll get a to the power of 1 here, which is simply a. Then I'll say b cubed into b cubed 1 and b cubed into b cubed 1. So they cancel off. Next I'll look at the x with the x to the power of 6. Now there's nothing to cancel with the y to the power of 4, so that will remain. So I'll say x into x1. And when I say x into x to the power of 6, remember x is x to the power of 1. So 6 take away 1 is 5. So I'll get x to the power of 5. Now I'll simply multiply across and get my answer. So this will be equal to 7 times a times 1 times 1 times x to the power of 5. So that will give me 7a x to the power of 5. Then I'll have 1 times y to the power of 4 times 1 times 1 times 1. So all I'll get there is y to the power of 4. And that's your answer. In question 5, I'll cancel the numbers first. So I'll say 4 into 4, 1, and 4 into 8, 2. Then I'll look at my symbols. I see I can have y into y, 1, y into y, 1, also n into n, 1, n into n, 1. And that seems to be it for cancellation. So now I'll multiply across. So I'll be multiplying 2 by x squared by x to the power 4. Now remember, when the bases are the same and you're multiplying, you would add the powers. So 2 plus 4 will give me 6. So this will imply 2 times x to the power 6 over, and I'll multiply across on the denominator, so I'll have 1 times m to the power 5 times 1 times 1. So all I'll remain with is m to the power 5.